heard the voice of Reverend Johnson declaring my
In the small town of Umuahia, Nigeria, lived Pastor Chijioke Nwankwo, a lanky, soft-spoken man with a fire in his soul and holes in his shoes. With no pulpit but the cracked pavements of the town square, he preached the gospel daily under the sun and rain, drawing only a handful of curious passers-by. His wife, Ngozi, sold akara by the roadside to support their 2 children and fund the modest church that doubled as their home. Mocked by many and forgotten by most, Chijioke often wondered if God truly called him. He fasted, prayed, and preached for years with no sign of breakthrough. There were nights when there was no food, and days when his children were sent home from school for unpaid fees. Even his fellow pastors scoffed, calling him the beggar prophet. But Chijioke never stopped. One dusty afternoon, a young man named Tom wandered into his open-air service, seeking peace after attempting suicide. Chijioke's sermon that day, titled "Dry Bones Shall Rise Again," struck a chord. Tom wept. He gave his life to Christ. What Chijioke didn't know was that Tom was the son of a powerful media mogul based in Lagos. Within weeks, Tom's father came to thank the man who saved his son. Moved by Chijioke's humility and fiery preaching, he offered to televise his sermons for free on his Christian network. With nothing but a Bible and his weathered voice, Pastor Chijioke reached millions across Africa. Miracles began to happen. A blind woman in Port Harcourt claimed to receive her sight while watching his broadcast. A barren couple in Ghana conceived after joining his online prayer session. The testimonies went viral. Invitations poured in South Africa, the US, even Dubai. Years later, Pastor Chijioke stood on the stage of a 50,000-seat auditorium, Glory Tabernacle International, his ministry's new headquarters in Lagos. He now wore fine suits and lived in a mansion, but his eyes still held the same hunger. He spoke to presidents, counseled celebrities, and sponsored thousands of scholarships through his foundation. At the dedication of a new orphanage his ministry built, a reporter asked, "Sir, what changed everything for you?" He smiled and said, "I never prayed for fame or riches. I only prayed that my voice would matter in heaven. Everything else followed."